teams in there right now. Like I probably would have Tennessee just on the outside, but there's still other teams that can lose, and they have the ability to play their way back in.
I mean, how about this, Bobby? We got Bobby Carpenter, former Ohio State linebacker, here with us. And, of course, tomorrow, the biggest game of the day is.
What is up, Southern Utah? It's officially basketball season at Nets on Fire. Everyone has a chance to get out on the court and get some buckets. We have adult tournaments, youth tournaments, 3-on-3s, and our famous winter leagues all happening soon. We also have our expert trainers ready to take your game to the next level. Come get working with Brandon, Morgan, JJ, or Caleb. Hustle over to netsonfire.org to check out all our upcoming events and training opportunities. Come see us at Nets on Fire, where it's always basketball season.
Got stuff? Got too much stuff? Stuff you haven't used since, well, ever? You need space, and Airtight Storage has it. RV parking spots are just $50 a month. Storage units from $60 a month. That's less than you spent on McDonald's last week. Why pay St. George prices when you can drive just a few minutes north and save half? Yeah, half. It's like a buy one, get one free deal, except you don't need 2 storage units, unless you do. Hey, no judgment here. And don't worry about your RV. They've got plenty of room for those, too. No more parking it in front of your neighbor's house. Yeah, we all know they politely hinted at it.
Hey, so, about your RV.
Get that RV parked starting at $50 a month. It's like finding change in the couch, if the couch was made of awesome deals. Head to StorageCedarCity.com or call 435-691-1577. That's 435-691-1577. Airtight Storage. Save money, save space, and maybe save your neighborhood friendships.
Welcome to the Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Night. Let's go.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome inside the pit at Pineview High School. Newly renovated court, new LED lights. It is bright in here, and it is time to play some basketball. Carrick Segmiller, Andy Thompson with you. Put away the cleats, put away the pads and the helmets. Congrats to the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, back-to-back 4A state champs. But now it's time to lace up the sneakers and play some ball. Welcome inside the pit for our Ideal Home and Auto Paint Game of the Night. Carrick Segmiller, Andy Thompson with you, and AT. Coach Amico tries to get the Panthers going. Start off on the right foot. It's Pineview, it's Canyon View, the battle of the view at the pit.
Can't wait. Yeah, this is an old Region 9 matchup from several years ago. Branson Blackner, one of the best players in Canyon View history, is an assistant coach this year for the Falcons. And I'm excited to get basketball season kicked off underway. Football season ends last night, like you said. Now it's basketball season. Pitt looks beautiful. Happy to be here.
Pineview fell in their season opener last night, 55-38 to Green Canyon. We all know how good the Wolves are, though. And so we'll see how Pineview matches up to the 3A foe Canyon View tonight. Again, 55-38 last night for the Panthers. And they're going to try to right the ship, get back to 500 tonight on this very, very young basketball season. Let's give you some starting lineups inside a very abbreviated Bucks Ace Hardware pregame show. Starting lineups brought to you by Wendy's. First for the visiting Falcons, their first game of the season. They're led by head coach Kim Blackner, his third season up the road in Cedar City. They'll start Ty Addick, 6'3" senior guard. You're going to watch out for him. AT will tell you more about him as we get going. 5'9" senior guard Seth Morris, 6'3" senior forward Phelps Sanders, 6'1" senior forward Ethan Hollows, and 6' sophomore guard Jeter Sanders for the Falcons. And now for the home team, the Pineview Panthers, huddling at center court before we get this thing tipped off and underway. They're going to go like this. They're going to start Adam Moore. He had 11 points last night against Green Canyon. The leading scorer that the Panthers bring back is Moore. The big man down low, 6'7" senior center Lucas Papa. They'll start the junior guard Caleb Schmidt, junior guard Jaylani Ojegba, and a 6' senior guard Stratton Williams getting the start tonight. Let's play some basketball. Pineview, Canyon View inside the pit. Football is over. It is time for basketball. Papa wins the tip. He'll tap it back to Stratton Williams. And Pineview moving right to left across your radio dial as we see it. You hear it. Of course, if you're watching at sportsradio977.com, we welcome you as well. Our first ever basketball stream here at Sports Radio 977. Here's Moore for three. Bingo from the left wing. And a great start for the Pineview Panthers. They lead it 3-0, scoring on their first possession of the night. Here come the Falcons. They'll drop it inside Hollows, the left elbow. Swinging it to Beeler. Beeler looks to the wing. Nobody there. He threw it away. Pineview gets it back.
Yeah, Miko kind of took the region by storm last year in his first season as a head coach. Did a great job. He inherited 2 great seniors in Nash Schroeder and Griffin Shepard. This year, when you're missing those guys, a lot of production to make up for.
Shot clock is on. What, the second or third year of the shot clock in high school AT? I think the third.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Here's Williams finding Schmidt. Fadeaway jumper left side, no. Battling inside his pop of the rebound, can't get it. Instead, it's Ty Addig for the Falcons, the team leader for this Canyon View squad. A very senior-laden team are the Falcons. Here's Addig on the angle right side. Will hand off to Phelps Sanders, and he drives inside and lays it up and in with 2. He's their returning leading scorer from last year, team that won 14 games, and it's 3-2. Pineview leads it.
Really good patient possession there by Canyon View. Waited for a really good screen, and they had a clear path to the basket for an easy layup.
Here's Moore for 3, right corner. Too strong. Tap back out by Ogjegba, and the Panthers reset. They get the fresh 35. Here's Stratton Williams. Senior guard will hand off to Moore. Top of the key is Schmidt. Schmidt to Williams. Looking inside to the big man Papa. Nothing there. Instead to Ogjegba. 15 to shoot. Halfway through the shot clock. Jaylana driving inside. Mid-post left. Yes, the floater. Got it.
Really nice touch. He was a defensive kind of specialist last year. Scored a little bit, but they need more offensive production. And that's a good sign. Beautiful touch floater there.
5-2, the Panthers lead it. 5:53 to go in quarter number 1. Here's Sanders. Sanders on Canyon View. And I was about to say we had a Sanders on Pineview, but that's a Williams. Early season flub. It's okay. First basketball game of the year. Here's Eidig behind the back dribble, leaving it inside for the teammates. Jackson Beeler. And he is fouled on his way. Look clean up top. AT must have been some contact down low. Beeler goes to the line for 2.
I think you're right. Caleb Schmidt, one up top, got on top of the ball, nothing but the ball. But foul called. It actually, I think, is called on Schmidt. Maybe got him with the hip.
First foul of the season. And Beeler first free throw is up and through. Were they actually set for that free throw? Yes, they were. It's going to count.
And Schmidt was one of these Bulldog defenders as well for Pineview last year. Did a fantastic job guarding basically 1 through 5 for him. Had a huge game here last year against Crimson Cliffs where he went bonkers. But another guy it's great to have him back.
And here we go. Pineview with possession. Here's Ogjegba for 3, left wing. Rims out. Little too much on it. And Canyon View snares the rebound. Falcons the other way. Here's Addig driving inside. Now past the baseline, left to right, into the corner for 3 from Sanders. It's no good, but an offensive rebound. And Beeler resets for the Falcons, working on Papa. Goes right, fakes back left. Now leaving inside, Sanders lost his man. And Phelps Sanders lays it up and in for 2. And Canyon View its first lead at 6-5.
Man, a really nice job by Papa, being patient, not falling for the pump fakes, staying down. And here comes Pineview.
And Ogjegba fouled as he is driving to the lane.
Ogjegba being aggressive tonight offensively. Driving baseline. He can get up around the cup. Hopefully he's able to pop up here, down for a minute. Appreciate all of our training staff around Region 9. Brought to you by Intermountain Sports Medicine. They provide trainers to all Region 9 schools for every athletic event. Also want to thank Ideal Home and Auto Paint for helping us bring you the game tonight. Ideal, their home store at 4096 South River Road. And don't forget their auto paint store on Tabernacle Street. Ideal Home and Auto Paint. And looking forward to bringing you Region 9 basketball all throughout the season. And excited to have our opener here tonight at Pineview High School. Our Region 9 Media Day coming up in a couple of weeks as Ogjegba is still coming up and walking gingerly to the sideline. He is so key to their team this year. Hopefully he's able to get back in this game. 6-5 right now. Canyon View leading by 1. And it'll be more at the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line.
That was against Jackson Beeler. AT, thanks for covering there. We mentioned it's our first video stream ever. I mean, CEC TV has helped us over the years. This is our first time independently streaming basketball. So if you're watching on sportsradio977.com, be patient with us. Here's Adam Moore. Free throw is up and good to tie it at 6-6. We got some equipment that's pulling scoreboard data from the scoreboard into the score bug and malfunctioned a little bit. We got that fixed, and it should read correctly now. 7-6, Pineview the lead with 4:42 to go after Adam Moore makes both free throws. He's got 5 for the Panthers. Canyon View setting it up, trying to bounce inside. A kick ball by Lucas Papa.
Better to kick it than give up a layup. Canyon View is being very aggressive on the backdoor cuts and coming from the weak side right underneath the basket for easy buckets. Nice job there, just getting a foot in the way.
Here's Sanders to inbound, finds Addick, now gets it right back. Sanders, right elbow, through the leg dribble, switches over, he's got Papa guarding him. Gets it back, right corner 3 on the way from Phelps. No, it's short. Lucas Papa the rebound, and here comes Pineview. Quickly ahead to Adam Moore. Panthers leading 7-6, 4:18 to go, quarter number 1. Here's Schmidt. Now Williams. Back to Schmidt, knocked out of his hands, regains to Moore. Deep 3 right wing, no, and it bounced over the top of the backboard. Saved by Papa, but nobody there. Nate Twiller had just checked into the game, but he had vacated trying to get the rebound, and Papa threw it away. Surprised they didn't call it out of bounds over the backboard anyway.
Yeah, just kind of disconcerted on offense so far. I think that's Big Brock checking in. No. Let's see, who's 32?
Isaiah Warner.
Okay.
You said Brock, though. Is that
yeah,
Brock Harris?
I'm waiting to see.
He's playing football, or he's playing basketball.
He is.
He played last night. He scored 2 points.
And I'm trying to figure out, it's hard to tell without his helmet on, which one is Brock over there.
Canyon View with possession, trailing 7-6. Here's Beeler working on Warner, who just checked in. Missed the layup. Warner grabs the rebound and outlet to the left side. And here is Williams. Williams, top of the key, Adam Moore. Moore to Schmidt. Schmidt off a Warner screen. Now to Twailer. Back to Schmidt, right wing 3 on the way. Yes, sir. Second 3 of the night for Pineview. They lead it 10-6.
Nice shot. Good job moving the ball around, setting up, knocking it down right in front of the opposing student section.
Canyon View with it. Jeter Sanders. Dribble handoff, Trenton Ludlow. And Ludlow bumped and fouled on his way around. And that foul looks like Nate Tuller. Sorry, I mispronounced that name a couple of times. My bad. Again, first game for us. And Nate Tuller on the foul. And Canyon View retaining the possession. And a pass inside, stolen by Warner. He's had an instant effect on this game. Came in, got a rebound, now a steal defensively. And Pineview trying to extend a 10-6 lead. Pineview with revenge on the mind after dropping a 2-point contest in Cedar City last year to the Falcons. In this same scenario, it was the first game for Canyon View, the second game for Pineview. Shot clock down to 10. Here's Warner, 40 feet from the basket. The big man's got to find somebody. Hands off to Tuller. Tuller driving inside from left to right. Wow. Hangs and hits. What a shot from Tuller.
And he hung up in the rafters right in the middle of the lane forever and finished with a nice kiss off the window for 2.
Pineview game high lead of 6. 12-6, 2:15 to go in the opening frame. It's Beeler. Handing off to Ty Addig. Now Phelps Sanders. Mid-post right. Now to the elbow and Beeler. Shot clock at 10. Working on Warner. Spinning to the left. Pump fake. Goes up. Too hard off the glass. Tapped around into the hands of Warner. Warner outlet to the left side and Stratton Williams. Williams crossing over left. Back to the right side and Adam Moore. Moore behind the back dribble. Gets to the left side. Stops the dribble mid-post left. And he'll hand off to Schmidt. Schmidt, free throw line jumper. A little short and into the hands of Jeter Sanders. Boy, Schmidt is a weapon for this Pineview offense. Couldn't get that one to go, but he was major impact on this team last year.
Absolutely.
Even as a sophomore.
Yeah, both ways. Brought the intensity on defense. We're seeing it tonight. It is another turnover for Canyon View.
Jeter Sanders threw it right to Adam Moore, and the Panthers going to set it up. Warner calling for it inside. He lays the shoulder into the chest of Beeler and scores it off the window and in. 14-6, Pineview leads it. Timeout, Canyon View. 1:12 to go in quarter number 1. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So let's keep it right here, AT. We got the end of quarter break coming up quick. That'll give us a chance with the Pineview Panthers leading 14-6 to kind of lead in. We didn't get a whole lot of time in our abbreviated Buck States Hardware pregame show. This is a Pineview team last year that went 15-10 in the first year with Coach Amico as the bench boss. They started hot in region.
Yeah.
They had some wins, I think, over some of the top teams in the region, and then kind of leveled off midway toward the end of the season. But they did get a win in the state tournament over Uinta in the first round. Their first state tourney win since 2021. They averaged 64 points a game offensively. And, you had guys like Nash Schroeder, you had Griffin Shepard. But, hey, they're gone, but the future still looks bright for the Pineview Panthers. Absolutely.
With Schmidt and Moore and the tenacity we're seeing down low, I've been impressed with Papa and with Warner, who just made a really nice play with the left hand, showing off his muscle down low and creating a lot of turnovers defensively. And I think Coach Amico is pleased so far with the effort from his squad.
Canyon View with possession. Apologies to the viewing audience, the student section, kind of in the way of the camera on that one end of the floor, but happens to us as broadcasters as well. It's tough here inside the pit. Canyon View with 3, no. Offensive rebound, the putback from Ludlow, no. And then the second time, up and through, it was Ty Adig, one of the team leaders for the Falcons.
Good job scrapping by Canyon View. A lot of their initial action stuff isn't generating great shots, so they've got to scrap on the offensive glass. Adig, we were talking with Coach Amico before the game, and he said this guy does it all for them on both sides. Offense, defense, facilitator, scorer, and they need him to have a huge game tonight. And so far, so good for Ty Adig.
Free throw is no good. Pineview the rebound. Adig was injury-riddled last year. Didn't get to play in nearly as many games as the Falcons would have loved. Still managed to score in double figures 11 times for Canyon View. He had a season-high 22. And here he gets a steal. And down on the other end. Catch. No good, but the tip put back off the window. Adig the rebound. Falcons have it taken away by Stratton Williams. It's a 3-on-2 for the Panthers. Passing it inside. Tuller lays it up and in off the glass.
Really nice job. You run that 3-on-2 in practice every day, and beautiful execution by Williams.
16-8. Panthers doubling up the Falcons with 18 ticks remaining in quarter number 1. Shot clock is off, or at least it should be. So the Falcons can play for 1 here. And Adig is called. He's bumped and fouled. That's a tough one. 25, almost 30 feet away from the basket. And so the Falcons will get to inbound just across half court with 8.8 seconds remaining. We can't see who has the ball because the student section is blocking them. Here we go. Inbound, they go right to Sanders, just inside the free throw line. The floater up and through for Phelps Sanders. Inbound pass to Adam Moore. The full court heave is just a little bit short. Almost got it to go. We've got 8 minutes of basketball in the books. After quarter number 1, it's Pineview 16, Canyon View 10. Back after this in 60 seconds on ESPN.
Stay comfortable year-round with Thompson Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. Expert HVAC services for your home or business. Thompson Heating and Cooling, your comfort specialists.
Is food your favorite part of the holidays? Then get started early at Capriotti's. Ask for the Bobby, made with tender roasted turkey, homemade cranberry sauce, and stuffing. It's like Thanksgiving on a bun. Or how about a classic BLT or Sloppy Joe, piled high with Wagyu beef and coleslaw. Can't decide? Capriotti's offers party platters, perfect for your holiday get-togethers. No one makes them better than Capriotti's. Located in the Zion Factory outlets and in Santa Clara in front of Harmon's. Open for pickup, delivery, or order online at order.capriottis.com.
Welcome back inside the pit. A fresh 8 minutes on the second quarter clock. 16-10. Panthers lead it. Andy, penny for your thoughts after 1 quarter of basketball tonight. Pineview, the hot start, and they've kept it rolling. They lead by 6.
Yeah, absolutely. I think defensively, they're generating a lot of the stuff on offense by how aggressive they are in passing lanes. It's been difficult for Canyon View to get any interior passes off clean. Most of their offense has come from either backdoor cut that works really well or second chance points on offensive rebounds. I think Pineview is bringing the intensity tonight at home in front of their home faithful.
Canyon View with the first possession of the second quarter. Seth Morris checks into the game for the first time. He'll bounce it to the right elbow, and Phelps Sanders. Sanders back to Morris. Deep 2, just inside the arc, is short. And Isaiah Warner the rebound. And he's been all over the defensive glass for Pineview. His 4th rebound of the night already. Warner hands off to Schmidt. Schmidt to Tueller. Tueller with 4 points in the first quarter, looking to add to the total here. Here's Williams. Now Moore, three-pointer, left wing is short. Warner battling for the rebound, but Sanders has position. Here come the Falcons. Hand off to Addig. Addig kicking it to the left corner. 3 on the way from Morris. Yes! Up and through from the left corner for Seth Morris.
And they need to utilize that more. Addig driving to the cup, penetrate, and kick in rhythm jump shot from the corner wide open. That was nice.
And a steal. Trenton Ludlow jumped in front of a pass, and he'll drive down the lane and lay it up and in transition.
Boom, and just like that, Canyon View, heck of a start here to the second quarter.
5 straight to start the second quarter. They scored the last bucket of the first quarter, so it's a 7-0 run right now for Canyon View after they were trailing 16-8. And Pineview stop the bleeding. Schmidt for 3 straight away. In and out. Offensive rebound. Warner, he goes up high. Can't get the putback. And the rebound goes to Sanders and the Falcons. Canyon View want to push the tempo here. Into the left corner again. This time from Ludlow. It's short. And Warner the rebound for the Panthers.
Good job by Warner pinning his guy that previous time down the floor, but needs to collect himself maybe a beat longer, square his shoulders, and at least get fouled going up that close to the cup.
Here's Pineview with a 1-point lead, trying to add to it. 6:10 to go. Moore catches and scores in the lane.
Wow, Moore almost went up with it after the pass while he was in the air. I think wisely decided to come down and go back up after that.
And here is the Falcons. It's Asher Slack driving inside. He is denied at the bucket, and it went off of Slack and back out of bounds. Pineview's got it. 5:59 to go in quarter number 2. And Pineview the 3-point lead and possession.
Just heard the reason Brock Harris isn't playing tonight is because he's in Miami on an official visit to see the Hurricanes.
Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Florida.
So he played last night, scored 2 points in his Panther basketball debut. Here's Adam Moore. He lays it up and in, but wipe it off the board. They're going to call an offensive foul. He ended up on his back after his legs were taken out. I've never seen an offensive foul where the offending player ends up on his back.
And Coach Amico not thrilled. It looks like good news. Ojegba able to come back in the game after being treated a little bit on the sideline by a trainer. Great news for the Panthers.
His second foul. Ojegba back into the game. And here's Sanders driving inside. Lays it in. The harm and the bucket and one for Phelps Sanders.
Wow. Good job by Say. He's been great. He's been doing a lot for him.
Averaged 14 a game last year, did Sanders. 12 games in double figures. He had the game-high mark against Pineview in Cedar last year with 20. 61-59 win for the Falcons last year. The free throw is no good. Canyon View struggling from the line, and Pineview maintains the lead 18-17. 5:20 to go until halftime. Boy, we have missed basketball, Andy.
Man, nothing better, man.
Play.
There's only a couple things in life that'll keep a teenager off their phone for an extended amount of time. One of them is standing in a student section during a high school basketball game.
Stratton Williams throws it into the small contingency of Canyon View fans, the students over there. I think it's the JV players, some of them. He thought Ojegba was there, but he had vacated and it went out of bounds. Canyon View with possession. Wearing black jerseys, the Carolina blue trim. Into the left corner. And they'll swing it. Top of the key, Ludlow. Off the foot of Ojegba. He scoops it up. Here comes Pineview. Ojegba loses, regains down to the baseline right side, and Papa. Now reset out to Ojegba. Papa with the screen, a roll inside, couldn't get it to him, had a little bit of space. Instead, they'll bounce inside to Schmidt, and he lays it up, can't get it to go, and this time it's a blocking foul as Asher Slack slid over a little bit too late. 2 free throws on the way for Schmidt.
Yeah, they get to call that time. On the other end of the floor. Excellent job by Lucas Papa. From the perimeter, collapsing down low, showing off his agility. He's got incredible length out there. Can cover the whole floor with that wingspan and also showing off the agility on the defensive end.
Of course, Papa comes from a basketball family. Schmidt misses the first. His sister Avery was an absolute star at Pineview. Played a couple of years at Dixie State before the name change. Lucas's mom played basketball at Dixie College.
Wow.
Back in the 90s. Second free throw is up and good from Schmidt. He's got 4. Very basketball family are the Papas. 19-17. 2-point lead for Pineview. Inside, Morris can't get it to go. Disrupted by Papa. Now a steal for the Falcons the other way. It's Addig leading the break to Ludlow. Passing inside and wide open is Asher Slack, and he'll lay it up and in for his first 2 of the night. We're tied at 19.
Yeah, great awareness. Another really good baseline cut. They had a 4-on-3 basically, and they took advantage. Found the open man for the easy bucket.
3:45 to go. Ojegba catch and a wedgie. First one of the season. He was double teamed. Looked like a lot of contact. Refs letting him play a little bit. And Ojegba throws the first wedgie of the season. Pineview has the arrow. They'll maintain the possession.
You can officially say basketball season has begun once that happens, right?
You got your bingo card out, right? What else would be on that bingo card?
Oh,
a wedgie,
man.
a dunk,
I would say,
maybe.
Yeah, 3 in the key.
3 in the key. Did he call that anymore anyway? Inbound pass stolen by Ludlow, and he'll lead the break by himself, trying to draw the contact, misses the layup. The offensive rebound and the putback. Who else? Phelps Sanders. He's the first of double figures. He's got 10.
Man.
And look out, Canyon View leading by 2, 21-19, 3:28 to go in the second.
Yeah, he's balling. He and Addig are a dynamic two-headed monster for the Falcons this year.
Here's Schmidt holding baseline. Now driving. Misses it. And the offensive rebound. 2 Panthers crashed for the rebound and kind of bumped into each other. The ball's eventually tied up, and the arrow will favor Canyon View. Tuller and Ojegba crashed in to get the rebound, bumped into each other. Neither could corral the loose ball. It goes back to Canyon View.
Appreciate all of our sponsors tonight, including Flynn Roofing, one of our newest sponsors this year. They've helped build Southern Utah. You look around at a lot of the commercial buildings on Utah Tech's campus as well as SUU. Flynn Company's a big booster of local athletics here in Southern Utah.
3 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Our InfoWest halftime report coming up. And a deep 3 on the way, up and through from Ty Addig. Just his second bucket of the night, but it's a big one. 24-19. Canyon View leading by 5. And Pineview has only scored 3 points in the first 3.5 minutes of the quarter.
Wow.
And they end it right there. Ojegba.
Beautiful
score in the lane.
Post-to-post pass from Papa to Ojegba. Nice left hand. Ojegba showing off the touch tonight.
Here's Slack for 3, right corner. And it's Schmidt, the rebound for Pineview. Full court press. Addig will pick him up. Bumping him on the way up. No whistle. Here we go. Into the left corner. It's Ojegba. Ojegba back to Schmidt for 3, left wing. Off the left side of the rim. Offensive rebound. It's Tuller kicking it back out. Williams for 3 straight away. Too strong. Tuller, another offensive rebound. No, they say he pushed off. The smallest guy on the floor battling down there. Got 1 offensive rebound, almost got a second. Instead, it goes back the other way. He picks up his second foul of the night.
Yeah, I'd love to see Tuller's tenacity. He's going to go take a break for a minute with a couple of fouls.
24-21. Canyon View the 3-point advantage. 2 minutes to play until the halftime break. Slack finding Sanders. Sanders to Phelps Sanders. 2 Sanders on this roster for the Falcons. 3-pointer was no good. Here we go the other way. Adam Moore steps into a 3 right wing. Bingo. He's got 10. We're tied at 24. And these teams trading punches. 1:30 to go until halftime.
And just a lazy job by Canyon View locating the shooters in that secondary transition, and Moore just catch and shoot.
And Jeter Sanders off the pass from Phelps Sanders travels in the lane. And it goes back to Pineview. .118 to go until halftime. Pineview trying to take the lead. They led by as many as 8 at 16-8. But Canyon View has awakened since then. They led by 5. And now a tip and a steal. Here's Ludlow in transition. He's denied by Papa. And here comes Ojegba. Ojegba in the lane. Got it. But no, a foul first.
Coach Amico's stomp on the hardwood after a call he doesn't like is in midseason form. Reverberates the entire 90 feet of the court. And Papa somehow got the block and not fouling his go-go gadget arms on that previous possession. Awesome job.
Ojegba for 3 off the inbounds pass. Nope, and it bounces over the backboard and out of bounds. Best foot stomp I've ever seen on a basketball sideline. I'm sure there's plenty of coaches that do it. But head coach John Judkins over at Utah Tech.
Of course.
It's not as effective now. They don't wear the dress shoes that they used to wear.
Yes.
They wear sneakers now.
Right.
But back in the day of the shirt and tie, they had that dress shoe on and just bam, bam. This stomp, you could hear it all across campus. And a travel called against Addig inside the lane. Shuffled the feet before he could dish it off. Pineview with possession with 30 seconds remaining. It's a fresh shot clock, so really the shot clock is off. And a whistle and a foul goes against Asher Slack on the inbounds pass. Pineview with the tie game here can play for the final possession. So they probably should. Say either we're going to go into the halftime break tied or with the lead. Ojegba inbound pass to Williams. A little bit of full court pressure shown from the Falcons. It's Morris shadowing Williams. Across the timeline, settles into the offense. 20 seconds on the clock. Papa over to Schmidt. 3-point land straight away. Back to Ojegba with 13 to shoot. Game clock now down to 10. Papa catches into the corner. Adam Moore driving baseline, kicking it out. Ojegba. 5 seconds to go. 3 on the way. No. Offensive rebound. Papa. The putback is blocked and into the hands of the Falcons, and that is how the second quarter will end. 24-24. We are all tied up after 16 minutes of basketball, and Andy, Pineview with the quick start. Canyon View match to take a 5-point lead, and then Pineview a quick 5-0 spurt to end the half. Your thoughts on the first half before we take the break and go to the InfoWest halftime report?
Got ourselves a ball game. Two teams fighting, scrapping, looked fairly even. That was a great job on that final possession by Phelps Sanders. Quick twitch, getting up in the air, blocking the shot of the bigger guy, and keeping the score locked up as we go into the locker room for the InfoWest halftime show.
24-24, all tied up at the half. We'll step away. Let's take the 3-minute timeout. When we come back, the InfoWest halftime report will give you the Wilkinson stats and scoring. We'll look around and see how many scores we can get from around the region, maybe try to pull some from last night as well. InfoWest halftime report coming up in 3 on ESPN 97.7.
Feeling the pinch of the pump this holiday season? Shivwitz Convenience Store and Market on Old Highway 91 in Ivins has the gift that keeps on giving. Low gas prices. Enjoy the lowest gas prices in southern Utah and keep more in your wallet for holiday fun. While you're there, browse their stunning collection of Native American jewelry and don't miss their new Native Fountain Soda shop to add a little fizz to your festivities. So take a quick sleigh ride over to Shivwitz Convenience Store and Market on Old Highway 91 in Ivins and fill up on savings this season.
Hi, it's Tyler with We Win Injury Law. People usually call us when they're involved in a vehicle accident, but there are so many other areas we specialize in. Long story short, if you've been injured, we can help. Maybe you've experienced medical malpractice, or a loved one has suffered nursing home abuse, or even a wrongful death. If so, call us today. You need an experienced injury lawyer who knows how to fight insurance companies. Unlike most lawyers, we are not scared to go to trial to fight for what you deserve. Call us today at 435-688-9558 for your free consultation, or visit us at wewininjurylaw.com.
I love Rocky Ridge.
At Rocky Ridge Rock, we have over 40 varieties of landscape rocks in many sizes and colors. We also have pavers, fire pits, retaining block, mulch, topsoil, garden soil, playground sand, filled dirt boulders, and wheat fabrics. With same-day delivery, we have everything you need to make any landscape project a breeze. Come check us out at 500 North 600 West in Cedar City or online at RockyRidgeRock.com and let us make your yard the favorite room in your house. At Rocky Ridge, we make dirt look good.
I love Rocky Ridge. Come on down for your landscape needs.
Is the trash, debris, and waste piling up at your home or business stressing you out? Do you need help with waste management for an upcoming event or project? With Rocky Ridge Waste, you can say goodbye to all the stress and hassle. With same-day drop-off and pickup, rental is a breeze. Simply dump your trash, schedule a pickup, and let us handle the rest. Whether your needs are big or small, long-term or short-term, our dumpsters are sized just right for any project, saving you valuable time and money. Call Rocky Ridge Waste today at 867-1368 and leave the nitty-gritty to us.
Hey, it's Fred your neighbor with InfoWest, the Internet people. Can you believe it's November already? Spending time with my family and friends during the holidays always warms my heart, as I'm sure it does yours. InfoWest is known as being the Internet people. Making connections with people both online and in person is our passion. InfoWest is proud to be the local Internet provider for many of your favorite businesses in town, which aren't just InfoWest customers, they're our InfoWest friends. Let me introduce you to some.
We are a timeless awards company. We love InfoWest. We actually have InfoWest in our businesses and at home.
This is Quill. This is Connor Akin from Tango Car Wash.
Hi, my name is Noelle Mickelson, and I am the owner here at Berries and Cream. We absolutely love InfoWest.
Hi, I'm Cheryl with Papa's Got Jerk, and I love my InfoWest service.
This holiday season, please support them and many other local businesses here in town. And when you think internet, think InfoWest. Big enough to get the speed you need, but small enough to care. About you. InfoWest, the Internet people.
You're listening to the InfoWest Halftime Show. Got a lightning fast look at the first half stats, big plays, and scores from around the region.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, that's your line, AT. Welcome back inside the pit. 24-24. Pineview and Canyon View all knotted up. The battle of the view here at Pineview High School.
Yeah.
InfoWest halftime report. Big shout out to InfoWest. They are the internet people. Head over to InfoWest.com for the fastest internet in southern Utah. I had InfoWest growing up.
It's fantastic.
And it was like groundbreaking to have the internet in
You're
St.
watching
George
a
back
game.
in the 90s.
You're streaming a game with InfoWest. You see the ending before it actually happens. You know what I mean?
You're using InfoWest. You don't have Netflix problems when
That's
Jake
right.
Paul and Mike Tyson are fighting.
That's exactly
Am I right?
Although if you're
Go
smart
check
enough to have InfoWest, you're smart enough not to watch that stupid fight. You're smart enough to turn it off after the women fight.
That was the best fight of the night.
It was fantastic.
By far. It is the InfoWest halftime report. Let's start with some Wilkinson stats. 24-24. We'll take a deep dive into the numbers. Let's start with the visiting Falcons. And we didn't get a chance to talk a lot about these players coming into the game, Andy. I would have talked about Phelps Sanders a lot had we been able to in the Bucs Ace Hardware pregame show. He's got 10 points to lead the Falcons tonight, and he can do it all. He can shoot it from outside. He's a slasher inside. He rebounds the ball well. He's just got it all on display here tonight, and he was that way as a junior last year, too. We mentioned he averages 14 points a game. 12 games in double figures last year. Dropped 31 points in the game against Richfield, did the Phelps Sanders. 4 games with at least 3 3-pointers. I mean, he can do it all, and he's doing it all for the Falcons tonight. He leads Canyon View with 10 points. After that, it's the other do-it-all guy, Ty Addig, who has had an injury-riddled season last year. Didn't get to play nearly as much as he would have liked to. He's got 5 points, including 1 3-pointer. Then it's 3 points for Seth Morris. He made a left corner 3 for the Falcons. And then 2 points each for Trenton Ledlow, Jackson Beeler, and Asher Slack. And the Falcons scored 24 points in the first quarter. They scored 10 in the first, 14 in the second, outscoring Pineview 14-8 in quarter number 2. That's Canyon View. For the hometown Panthers, they started hot, outscoring Canyon View 16-10 in the first quarter. In fact, it was 16-8 at one point. Canyon View got the last bucket of the second quarter and then would go on a 7-0 run after that to take a lead. They led by 5 at 24-19 at one point. Pineview finished with 5 straight to make it 24-24. And they're led by their guy, Adam Moore, AT. He's got 2 threes tonight at 10 points, tied for the game high with Phelps Sanders. And he was the leading scorer for this Pineview team from coming back from last year.
Yeah.
So you expected more to get a lot of that heavy lifting and that production. What have you seen from Adam tonight with those 10 points and those 2 3-point makes through 2 halves?
Yeah, I think they need to work to get him the ball more in those catch and shoot situations. He's got a bright green light. like you mentioned, top score back from last year. A lot of those were threes. He's got a smooth stroke, confident, especially at home here in the pit. I think he's got to have a big second half. But I think it's incumbent upon guys like Schmidt and others to figure out ways to penetrate, kick, him relocate on the wing to the corner, whatever, to get more shots up tonight against Canyon View.
So he's got 10 to lead the Panthers. From there, 3 guys with 4 points. Caleb Schmidt with 4. He made a 3-pointer and then 1 free throw. 4 points for Jelani Ojegba. And how about, let's call him the surprise of the first half. I love what I've seen from 5'11" junior guard Nate Tuller.
Yes.
Obviously, if you're a Pineview fan, you've seen him playing JV and sophomore last year as a sophomore. But I love what he's done out here at the varsity level through the first 16 minutes of basketball tonight. Talk a little bit about Nate Tuller, 5'11". He's in grabbing rebounds amongst the trees and kicking it back out for second chance opportunity.
He's scrapping with the Falcons in the paint, going up, rising up, trying to get rebounds. Got a couple of fouls, but that's what you want from him, is that energy, the scrappiness, and I think that he's going to get more chances in the second half because when you put him in the game, he's going to fire up his teammates. They got to rise to his level of intensity, and he realizes this is what he brings to the table. He's not going to get a lot of chances to shoot or anything like that, but he's going to bring the intensity, and Coach Amico appreciates that.
So, 4 points each for Tuller, Schmidt, and Ojegba. And then rounding out the scoring, a bucket for Isaiah Warner, who came in the first quarter and grabbed about 4 or 5 rebounds in a span of about 90 seconds of game time. It was just instant impact to this game. He's got 2, and that rounds out your Pineview scoring. Light it up, Region 9. Since 1946, Wilkinson's House of Lighting has been a fan of all Southern Utah sports. Contractors and homeowners always welcome at Wilkinson's. Thanks so much for our stat sponsors, Wilkinson's.
Wilkinson's has been sponsoring local athletics since right after World War II ended.
Yeah.
1946. I mean, they have been with the local product here. I mean, I don't know if they were doing games. I don't know if they were doing games on the radio or not.
Why not?
But if they were, Wilkinson's was there. And if they weren't, if it was by telegraph or whatever that other thing is with the Morse code, Wilkinson's was there supporting the broadcast.
Let's not forget the intensity of that Dixie-Cedar rivalry.
Oh, of course.
Early on.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it for our InfoWest halftime report. We'll jump right into the third quarter. 24-24, Pineview and Canyon View all knotted up. They'll switch sides. Pineview moving left to right now across your radio dial. Canyon View moving right to left. Panthers with the first possession of the third quarter. And here we go. Underway. Here's Schmidt on the right wing to Ojegba. Kicking to the left side. It's intercepted. Here comes Addig leading the break for Canyon View. He'll pull it back out. Fire a 3 from the right corner. Too strong. And Lucas Papa the rebound for the Panthers.
Man, I really like that play that Pineview ran. Get it to Ojegba on the high post. Have more relocate to the corner. Just not a great pass.
And Williams inside, and it's swatted out of his hands, and here comes Canyon View. Sanders over to Addig. Holds in the right corner. Behind the back dribble. They'll give it back inside Addig. Tipped out of his hands and into the hands of Lucas Papa. He'll have to dribble out of a double team. And passes to the outlet man, Williams. Into the corner, Schmidt. Now back to Stratton Williams. Top of the key, they'll reset with 19 on the shot clock. Adam Moore over to Ojegba. Minute and a half gone by here in quarter number 3. Ojegba to the rack. And he's fouled, and 2 free throws on the way for the Panthers.
Love when Ojegba's aggressive, going to the cup and getting to the free throw line. Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. By the way, go get your Fabulous Freddy's discount books now on sale at the River Road and Bluff Street locations. Save big on your car washes all throughout the year. Also make great gifts for your loved ones.
Gifts? What for? Is there a gift-giving season coming up?
Yeah, right.
Are we that close?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, my goodness. I got to start my shopping. Ojegba makes the first free throw, misses the second off the left side. Pineview the 1-point lead, 25-24. You're done with your Christmas shopping, right, AT?
Oh, I don't even I don't give gifts.
A lot of Island Grinds gift certificates in the stockings at your house. Canyon View with possession. Three-pointer from the left corner, rims out. And the offensive rebound to Phelps Sanders. Falcons reset. Bounce it back to Sanders, driving the inline right to left. The reverse scoop and score, no, but the putback, yes.
So tough.
If at first you don't succeed, Phelps Sanders, he's got 12.
That's audacity right there to even attempt that first shot. You're running baseline. There's a huge defender right there. You try to sneak it in. You get your own rebound, muscle it up for two. He's tough.
Falcons lead at 26-25, 5:58 to go, quarter number 3. Here's Schmidt. Leaving it for Moore. Inside Ojegba, off the window and in. Beautiful ball movement, and Ojegba lays it in. He's got 7.
Nice job. We've seen a lot of that from Canyon View, and good to see it from Pine View. Great awareness on the perimeter to bullet that one into Ojegba for an easy bucket.
Phelps Sanders can't get the floater to go on the Canyon View end. Pine View the rebound. Ojegba, dribble handoff. Moore for 3. Rims out into the hands of Addig. He'll set it up for Canyon View. Into the left corner. 3 on the way. Rims out. Tipped around by Ojegba and into the hands of Moore. Moore drops it ahead to Schmidt. Schmidt driving inside. Jump step. Splits 2 defenders. Kicks it out. Ojegba for 3. Too strong. Phelps Sanders the rebound for Canyon View.
Yeah, I think Pineview might be settling on long jumpers a little too early in possessions. Put a little bit more pressure on Canyon View going towards the basket. I know that's Amico's style. Get shots up quickly and a lot of shots, but I think they're settling too early.
Canyon View pass is tapped out of bounds by Jaylani Ojegba. 16 on the shot clock for the Falcons. 4:49 to go. Quick Region 9 update brought to you by Hersey's Hardware. Last night, Dixie defeating Springville 72-59. Crimson over Salem Hill 65-54. And Desert Hills over Bear River, 52-50. Pineview falling 55-38 to Green Canyon, but a 3-1 night last night for Region 9.
Excited for our Region 9 Media Day coming December 9th. It'll kind of be right before the first region games happen before Christmas.
I kind of like that.
Kind of get to know the team a little bit.
Sometimes you're thinking, hey, we got to get it right at the start of the season. But let them play for a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
Let's see what we've got, and then we hold the media day.
Absolutely.
Perfect timing on that one. It's also my birthday weekend, so. Canyon View couldn't get the shot to go. The rebound to Pineview. 4:34 to go. And the Panthers with possession. 27-26, Pineview on top. Here's Schmidt for 3. And now Pineview leads it by 4.
Big hit by Schmidt on the wing. Totally in rhythm. I don't count that as settling for a long shot because that was in the motion of the offense. He felt it, and it went down.
A deep 2 from the right corner on the end line from Jay Meyer. 6'6" sophomore forward. He didn't see any action in the first half. All of a sudden comes in and knocks down the J. 30-28, Pineview by 2. Here's Schmidt splitting 2 defenders. Knocked out of his hands, regains right under the basket, leaves for Papa, tries the dunk, and he's fouled. Boy, that would have brought the house down, but he got hit on the wrist, and he couldn't finish the dunk.
Love the attempt there from Papa and the stare down on the kid that fouled him, who robbed him of a, like you say, bringing down the house type of play. Would have loved to see that.
Yeah, Jay Meyer says, hey, I'm not going to be put on a poster my first minutes of the season. Are you kidding me? Got to foul this guy. Papa's free throw is up and through. And the Lucas Papa fan club is standing behind us, AT. His brother, his sister, his neighbor. They're all up here. What's up,
Look
guys?
at these guys. These Papas.
You want to say hi to the people?
Man, do a fantastic job producing great basketball players. Those kids got a lot to live up to.
He makes both free throws. 32-28. Papa will check out after the free throw. And it's a 4-point lead for Pineview once more. 3:45 to go, quarter number 3. Here's Sanders. That's Jeter Sanders. Ball knocked out of his hands. 3 straight away from Ludlow. And he misses, and Ojegba flies in for the rebound. Pineview quickly the other way. Moore to Williams. We'll swing it to Caleb Schmidt. Schmidt to Ojegba. Ojegba driving inside.
Ooh.
Leap and leaner. The fadeaway, no. And into the hands of Canyon View.
I like it anyway. Keep doing that.
I'm just now realizing Ojegba has one black shoe and one white shoe.
Yeah.
Looks good. Canyon View settles into the offense. 3:10 to go in quarter number 3. Here's Addig for Canyon View. Top of the key, Ludlow. May have shuffled the feet, but we play on. And a high floater over Warner, and he banks it up and in for Trent Ludlow.
And for those that weren't with us in the first half, we mentioned Brock Harris not playing tonight for Pineview because he's on an official visit to the Miami Hurricanes.
Here's more catch and score in the lane. Reverse it from left to right underneath the basket. He's got 12, his first bucket of quarter number 3.
Excellent movement away from the ball, and that is always a good thing to generate good buckets like that for Pineview.
Here's Addig hanging, and it won't fall. Beautiful move from Addig. But here comes Pineview on the rebound. They can extend the lead to 6 or 7 on this possession. Ojegba knocked out of his hands, but Warner regains. Here's Schmidt for 3, trying to make it 7. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Williams back to Schmidt. Catch and shoot off the window, no. And Addig the rebound. Here come the Falcons.
Good D.
Into the corner. Phelps Sanders for 3, no. Offensive rebound, Addig, no. Tip put back, no. Fourth time the charm, no. And the rebound corralled by Addig, and it's tied up, but the Falcons have the arrow, and they'll keep it.
Good job by Moore cutting off Addig as he was trying to get to the cup. They've kind of kept Ty Addig in relative check here in the third period.
Ball inbounded, 1:50 to play in quarter number 3. Here's Sanders for 3, straight away, too strong. And Stratton Williams chases down the long rebound. Here come the Panthers. Pass into the right corner, Ojegba. Driving inside, leaves for Warner. No, they say he traveled. Traveled before he could dish the ball over to Isaiah Warner. And the basketball back to Canyon View with 1:35 to play in quarter number 3. 34-30. Panthers by 4. And it's starting to be like a highway up here. There was literally no foot traffic in the first half.
Uh-huh. It's like we're in Times Square up here.
Yeah. A walking trail. 34-30. Pineview by 4. Canyon View with possession. 1:25 to go in quarter number 3. Ty Addig. Over to Ludlow. Over to the right elbow, Phelps Sanders, and he's fouled as he tries to get to the bucket. Did they give him the shot attempt? Did they say he got it up? No. He's trying to say, yes, I did. The referee says, no, you didn't get the ball above your hip.
And hey, you're not Luka. We're not giving you that. This is high school.
Or are they?
And then they said, actually, no, we are going to give it to you.
They changed their mind. He got
those stupid announcers are wrong.
No, the referee underneath the basket got overruled by the referee by the scorer's table 30 feet away from the play.
And by the referee up in the corner, me.
And the first free throw from Phelps Sanders is short. 1:20 to go. Quarter number 3. First basketball broadcast of the night. If you're tuning in on sportsradio977.com, the video stream, or if you're just on the radio driving in your car, thanks so much for making this part of your night.
Or at the dinner table.
Or at the dinner table.
Listening to the radio.
Because people don't have TVs, right? They gather around and listen to their favorite radio program.
Those were the glory days.
They really were. You and I could have been legends back in the 50s, 60s. I've been like Vin Scully. Okay, that's maybe a little blasphemous there. 34-31. Ojegba.
Oh.
No, almost kissed it off the window and in.
Man, I'm loving his repertoire that we've seen tonight with the floaters, the spins, either way, finishing with both hands. He has refined his game a ton from one year to the next.
1:02 to go, quarter number 3. Ojegba with 2 free throws. First one is up and good. You know, I've often thought about what we were just talking about, AT. If I could take a time machine, give me the DeLorean or Bill and Ted's phone booth, however you want to get me. I got the voice.
Yeah.
I could just go back in time and land an NBA, MLB gig or something.
Absolutely.
Didn't have to waste time in school.
Yeah.
Get a degree, a meaningless piece of paper.
Yeah, radio guys ran the world back then.
Second free throw was off the mark. Canyon View down the other way. And a timeout call by the Falcons. You got them, you better use them, right? 52.5 seconds remaining. Let's do this, AT. Let's take a quick 30, and we'll come back with the conclusion of the third quarter on ESPN 97.7.
Our entire year comes down to this. Turkey, scraps, and grease will test every sink drain in America. Uncles will use toilets with reckless abandon. We're up against outstanding clogs, people. And those clogs will not go quietly into the night. They will not vanish without a fight, but we are going to plumb on because America is celebrating Thanksgiving. And we'll be there to clean up the mess. Roto-Rooter!
Welcome back inside the pit. 52.5 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. There we go. Now the scoreboard's reading it correctly. It was struggling. It was saying there was 62 minutes left for a minute. Our equipment that's reading the scoreboard and bringing you the data. It has righted itself. Canyon View with the possession. Pineview a 4-point lead, 35-31. Here's Added. Crossover dribble, good defense. Stratton Williams swipes it. He drives down the lane, leaves it for Ojegba, and he's swatted from behind. The chase down block by Jay Meyer. And here's Adding the other way. He lays it up and in for the Falcons.
Yeah, too bad for Pineview. They had numbers, full force going on the fast break, just couldn't finish. Good defensive play by Canyon View, and then Added going the other way. I think we got a technical on Coach Amico.
Coach Amico going to pick it up. Maybe, I don't know, maybe wanted a foul down here on the drive to the lane by Ojegba. And so we're going to have 2 shots from Canyon View. Who says there's no energy in these preseason games? I don't think anyone ever says that.
Oh, nonsense. Yeah, of course.
First free throw from Adig is too strong. Boy, Canyon View has struggled for the free throw line tonight.
Yeah. And here comes Pineview with the overrated chant on Adig. I'd keep that one chambered until maybe after the game or
triple
something.
Zeros,
yeah.
maybe. But at least they know who they're supposed to be keyed in on.
They've got the scouting report.
They've done their homework. 20.8 seconds remaining. Now Canyon View going to have the possession. So that's a big one. Pineview had the ball coming back up the floor. And the technical gives them 2 free throws and possession to end the third quarter. Shot clock is off. So if Canyon View plays it wisely, they can get just 1 shot here. Adig, free throw line jumper on the way. No. Offensive rebound, Meyer. Kick to the right corner. Hands to Slack. 2 seconds and 1. Adig at the horn. No. Shot disrupted by Stratton Williams. And Pineview will take the 35-34 1-point lead into the fourth quarter. We'll take the quick break, a 60-second timeout, and come back with quarter number 4 on ESPN 97.7.
Have you heard about State Bank of Southern Utah's big interest checking account? Earn 3.56% annual percentage yield on balances up to $50,000. No minimum balance and no maintenance fees. That's right. You get the flexibility of a checking account and still earn 3.56% APY. To qualify for big interest, simply complete these 3 steps each month. 1. Enroll in online banking and e-statements. 2. Make 12 purchases with your State Bank debit card. 3. Set up 2 direct deposits or pay 2 bills online. That's it. Start earning with State Bank of Southern Utah, the bank that pays you big interest. Member FDIC. APY for balances over $50,000 varies from 1% to 3.56%. Non-qualified accounts earn 0.15% APY. Rates effective as of October 1st, 2024. Variable rate account. Rates may change at any time. Visit sbsu.com for full details.
Welcome back inside the pit. Pineview the 35-34 lead. And we go to the fourth quarter. Panthers going to have possession to start the final period. We've seen it all tonight. We've got a wedgie, a technical foul, some 3-pointers, great play. That bingo card's filling up. Here's more. Out to Ojegba on the right wing, slashing inside. Yes, got it to go. Are they going to wave it off?
I think he landed. No,
dang it.
I think he landed bad.
It looked like Lucas Papa was real close to making contact with the rim as he went back up. But Ojegba did come down, and he's going to limp his way off the floor. Last thing you want to see, he battled through an injury earlier in the game.
Oh, man. Hate that.
And now they're going to work on him once more. He gives the Panthers a 37-34 lead with 7:30 to play. Ludlow, the floater in the lane, too hard off the glass, but an offensive rebound and a travel by Jay Meyer. Gives it back to Pineview. Well, if only these Pineview students knew that they were right in the middle of the camera when we have to go down to that corner. They'd be battling for TV time. No one would be watching the game. Here's Moore for three. Too strong. And Canyon View the rebound. Ludlow. Into the Phelps Sanders. Jay Meyer, he likes that spot. Deep in the right corner on the baseline. Misses it this time. And here's Pineview with the rebound. And a 37-34 lead with 6:45 to play. Schmidt drops it out to Williams and gets it right back, and he's fouled by Phelps Sanders.
That was a really good set they ran. They had Moore come open at the top of the key for what would have been an open three. Instead, they tried to go down low into double coverage. They ran the play really well. I just think made the wrong decision on who to give it to that time.
Inbound pass goes to Williams, holding on the left corner. Now to Schmidt. Left elbow jumper on the way, too strong. Offensive rebound, Lucas Papa stripped out of his hands, but right to Adam Moore. And the Panthers reset. Here's Williams, blowing past his defender and lays it in. His first bucket of the night.
Excellent attack by Williams, exactly what they needed. Something going towards the basket and not just settling for a jump shot. Nice job.
Addig for three, right corner, he splashes it home. Second three of the night for Addig. He's got 11 points, and the Panther lead trimmed to 2. 5:56 to go.
He's going to be tough. He's a closer.
Here's Tueller back into the game. Didn't see him at all in the third quarter. He's got 4 points tonight. Here's Schmidt driving inside, stops on the right block. Turnaround fadeaway jumper. Too much juice on it, and here comes Ludlow and the Falcons. Quickly into the corner. It's Phelps Sanders for three. Short. Lucas Papa the rebound. And he'll leave with Stratton Williams.
Tough move previously there by Schmidt. He did the show and then spin and fade away. Really tough shot.
Schmidt leads for Papa. Hand off Stratton Williams. 15 to shoot. Stripped out of his hands by Trenton Ludlow. He's been a thief all night long. And a chase down block by Lucas Papa. But a heads-up play by Phelps Sanders to trail the play, to scoop it and score it. Papa kind of got the block and then backed off, and Sanders flew in and got the loose ball and scored. We're tied at 39.
One of the best defensive plays we've seen tonight by Papa.
But a dunk on the other end from Lucas Papa. Catch and score, flush it home, Lucas Papa.
Wow, follows up the swat with this throwdown in traffic over a guy. He got his poster after all tonight.
41-39, and I think we can call bingo. We've seen just about everything. Three-pointer from Addig is too strong, and Papa the rebound. Papa and Phelps Sanders kind of pushing back and forth on the way back up the floor. He's getting a little feisty. Panthers lead it by 2. 4:15 to go here in quarter number 4. Moore drives around a screen from Lucas Papa, but they're going to call a moving screen on Papa. Out on the left wing, and that will bring Isaiah Warner up off the bench. Papa's third foul of the night.
Wow. There's your bingo card. Moving screen.
Yes.
Just keeps getting filled up here tonight.
Trying to fill the entire card.
Seems like there's been an emphasis on that over the last couple years in high school basketball.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. I mean, we do the trivia questions sometimes with prizes. Pass it inside. do the Falcons. I'll finish that thought in a minute. Bounce pass into Phelps Sanders. Floater, the right hand, no. Second chance, yes! Off the window and in with the foul. Pineview has got to finish these plays. They're doing great on the first effort, but tons of offensive rebounds and put-back opportunities for the Falcons. Sanders with 17 points can try to make it 18. We're tied at 41, but Canyon View can take the lead here.
2 second chance buckets in a row for Sanders.
And he makes the free throw. He's got 18, and it's a 1-point lead for Canyon View. 42-41, 3:45 to go. Here's Schmidt. Bouncing it to Williams. Now to Moore, driving the inline, kicks it out. Schmidt for 3, left wing, too strong, and into the hands of Trenton Ludlow.
So the question for Pineview is, do they have the guy or two to match what Addig and Sanders are going to be doing on the other end to try to close this game out?
Big possession defensively for Pineview here. Canyon View with the 1-point lead, 15 on the shot clock. Here's Addig, driving past Tueller, looking inside to Sanders. They'll wing it around. Now Phelps Sanders for 3, left wing, too strong. Isaiah Warner's there. He boxes out, knocks the ball into the hands of Adam Moore. Here's the Panthers, quickly ahead to Schmidt. Schmidt has to stop on a dime as there was a Falcon trying to draw charge. Tueller for 3, left corner, no. Warner the offensive rebound, but ripped out of his hands by Ty Addig.
Good spot, good look by Tueller, just didn't go in. But a really good rotation of the ball, and now timeout called by Canyon View.
42-41, Canyon View by 1, 2:40 to go. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it. 60-second timeout and right back on ESPN 97.7.
From family events to career and retirement, you plan for the big and small events of life. Yet many of us overlook planning for one of the most stressful events we all eventually face. Southern Utah Mortuary encourages you to give your family and loved ones the free gift of pre-planning the exact type of service you want. Visit mortuary.org for pre-planning resources.
Hi, this is Todd Boyer with Southern Utah Mortuary. We're humbled to serve our friends and family at a most difficult time in life and strive to provide a personal touch to help you remember and honor your loved one.
Welcome back to the pit. 2:40 to go. Carrick Segmiller and Andy Thompson with you. Our first basketball broadcast of the season. We wasted no time this year. Football ended yesterday, and boom, right into basketball tonight. And why not? We've got an instant classic on our hands already. Canyon View clinging to a 1-point lead, 42-41 AT. What do you expect to see on this next 240?
Well, it's just been great to be back in the pit. The intensity's been there. Close game. All these games are usually close, and we're excited for a dramatic ending. I'm hoping Pineview can have a couple guys step up here and guard Addig and Sanders, who have been dynamic for the Falcons so far tonight.
Got to get a stop here. 2:30 to go in the fourth. Phelps Sanders.
Nice job.
Is defended well by Schmidt, and here come the Panthers. Schmidt to the rack, off the bottom of the rim, but he's fouled, and 2 free throws coming.
Excellent job. You got Sanders on a drive. He wants a foul. He's still talking about it. Didn't get it, and Schmidt attacking, getting the ball going coast to coast, and getting to the free throw line.
Big free throws here. Schmidt has made 1 freebie tonight. He went 1 for 2 on his first trip to the stripe. First one here, off the heel of the iron, pops up and through. That's got to be on the bingo card, too. Which brings me back to my idea. Instead of trivia, you distribute an official ESPN 97.7 bingo card for basketball. Both free throws up and in. He's got 9. Pineview by 1. Fans, either watching or listening, can check off bingo things as they go. And if they fill the whole board, you text in, you get a prize.
That's fantastic.
I'm just saying. You guys maybe should hire me full time. I've got such great ideas.
I
Here's
agree.
Phelps Sanders spinning to the basket. And he missed it. But 2 free throws on the way as he's fouled.
We usually will have a Buck Says Hardware trivia question for you. We dropped the ball tonight, unless we can figure one out in the next 2 minutes.
Just make up your own bingo card and text Andy and said you filled it up. First free throw is up and through for Phelps Sanders. Canyon View struggled mightily from the free throw line through the first 3 quarters, but they have tightened it up dramatically here in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 43. Free throw on the way is up and through. And 20 points for Phelps Sanders. First player to 20 tonight. Canyon View by 1, 44-43. Have to value the basketball here. Every possession counts, under 2 minutes to play. And Pineview trailing by 1. Here's Williams. Over to Adam Moore. Moore off the screen for Schmidt. Now Schmidt pops out, catches the pass, and he's bumped at the free throw line. That'll be the 3rd team foul against Canyon View. Remember, high school, it resets every quarter now.
Yeah. And
you go straight to the double bonus after 5. Something to keep an eye on. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Inbound pass. Here's Moore. Driving inside. And it's shot blocked. Pop of the rebound. Put back. Yes. He's got 6. And a quick timeout called by Pineview after the make. And it's going to be a full timeout. 45-44 in a varsity career high for Lucas Papa tonight. He's got 6 and a big one there. Let's take the quick 30 and come right back with the finish on ESPN 97.7.
Attention car shoppers, ready to save big? Head to Findlay Hyundai, where they're offering 0% financing for up to 48 months on all remaining stock 2024 models and the 2025 Tucson and Santa Fe's. That's right. Drive home your dream car, never pay a dime in interest. But as you know, these deals won't last long. Findlay Hyundai on the savings side of the freeway, and check out our inventory online at FindlayHyundaiStGeorge.com. Findlay Hyundai, your ride to savings. Financing through Hyundai Motor Finance for well-qualified buyers. See dealer for details. All incentives expire 12/2/2024.
45-44, Pineview by 1, 1:39 to go. Coach Amico calling the timeout, drawing up the play defensively, AT. What do you think? They're going to show some pressure? You're going to try to pressure them down the floor? They're just going to set up in the half-court defense? If you're in that huddle, what are you drawing up to try to disrupt? You got to get the ball, make someone other than Ty Addig or Phelps Sanders beat you on this play.
Yeah, and I think they've done an admirable job late here in the fourth quarter of getting in those guys' way, not making anything easy for them. They're making it messy down low when they drive. They got to keep that up. And, yeah, I wouldn't mind some half-court pressure trapping, especially if it gets to Addig. You got to rush him, get the ball out of his hands, and then make sure somebody's also over on Sanders. They've done all the damage tonight for Canyon View.
Here we go. Pineview going to pick them up at half court. Now they back off just the top of the three-point line. 1:30 to go here in regulation. It's Ludlow for the Falcons. 22 on the shot clock. Ludlow driving inside. The high floater off the glass. No. Offensive rebound for Phelps Sanders. And he has the wherewithal as he's falling to the ground to put up a putback attempt. He's knocked to the ground, gets the foul, and he'll get 2 free throws.
Veteran move for sure by Sanders to kind of insist on making something good out of that possession, getting to the free throw line. Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. He'll knock down his first one. Check out Fabulous Freddy's. Discount books now on sale at River Road and Bluff Street location. Appreciate Fabulous Freddy's for years supporting Region 9 athletics.
Tied at 45, 1:22 to go. He makes both free throws. He has been money from the stripe here in the fourth quarter. 46-45, teams going back and forth. 1:18 to go here in quarter number 4. It's Schmidt on the left wing. Dribble handoff, Adam Moore. Behind the back dribble. 20 to shoot. 1:05 on the game clock. Moore driving inside, leaving for Papa. Goes for the layup, hits the bottom of the rim, and the rebound to Canyon View. Under a minute to play, and Canyon View's head coach Kim Blackner trying to tell his guys, hey, slow down. No reason to hurry here. Papa got backed up just too far under the basket, couldn't get it up above the cylinder. And now Pineview wants to stop here. Addig, mid-post left, spinning, scoring. Canyon View leads by 3. A big bucket from Addig and a timeout to Pineview.
Major
34.5 to go.
Major league make there by Addig. It was good defense, guy right in front of him, rose up after catching it with his back towards the basket from the elbow and just makes a huge bucket for Canyon View to give him a 3-point lead, man. Wow.
Now this is where things get interesting. We'll keep it right here and remind you that timeouts are brought to you by Dixie Chiropractic. This is where things get interesting. There's the shot clock is off, and so if you're Pineview, you got to make a decision here. Do you go for 3?
Yeah.
You go for a quick 2. If you go for a quick 2, you're probably going to have to foul at some point because you don't have the shot clock to help you anymore because you're under 35 seconds. So what are you doing here? Put your coaching hat back on. It was defensively before. Now offensively, you going for a quick 2 here and then seeing what you can disrupt defensively.
Yeah,
try to find a 3 to tie. Where are you going?
I think you're penetrating with a kick, but if the penetrate all the way to the cup is there, obviously you take the 2. There's still plenty of time left to extend the game and foul. But a 3 on this possession, especially if it's Adam Moore, is a win for Pineview. Although Canyon View has struggled with free throws too, Carrick, so you got to kind of add that into your calculus of whether you want to go for a quick 2.
Everyone besides Phelps Sanders. Do not put number 3 at the line. And Canyon View going to take a quick foul as they had one to give. 30.5 seconds remaining. Both teams with 4 fouls. And remember, there's no 1-and-1 now. It goes straight to the double bonus after 5. Will Canyon View just put Pineview at the line here so they can't tie it? Here's Williams with 25 seconds left. Some confusion about which side to go to. Pineview's offense a little out of sorts here. Here's Moore, deep 3, right wing. Bang! Wow. Ice in his veins. Adam Moore has 15, and we're tied at 48. Canyon View called a timeout, but it was so loud in here, you could not hear the whistle.
From way downtown, almost had it his heels on the sideline, and he got rid of that in the blink of an eye. What a shot by Moore, rising up. Everybody knew they were trying to get it to him, and he beat the defense. Wow, what a gutsy shot.
It was interesting. Things were discombobulated to start the possession, AT, as they took it in bounds, and Stratton Williams immediately tried to go to the corner. And Williams and Adam Moore said, no, back up top. Not yet. And so they went back up, kind of had a little screen action top of the key, and then back to the right side is when Moore kicked out, caught it, and scored it.
Wow. Yeah, it was concerning at the beginning of that possession. Like, they look a little scrambled, nearly had it intercepted at the top of the key, but it worked out for him. Coming weak side, Adam Moore coming up, rising up, and making the shot.
The Pineview student section for the viewing audience has moved. They're right in front of the camera. So we apologize for that. Inbound pass with 7. Here's Jeter Sanders with 5. To Attig with 3, with 2, with 1 for the win. No, we're going to overtime. Extra basketball, our first basketball broadcast of the night, and why not? How about that? 48-48. Great defensive possession. Nate Tueller is getting praise from Coach Amico on his way back to the bench. Let's take the 60-second timeout. We'll come back with overtime on ESPN Radio 97.7.
Hedgehog Electric and Solar. Oh. Hedgehog Electric and Solar.
Most homeowners have a few electrical projects on their to-do list. Maybe it's that ceiling fan, the one sitting new in the box, the one you've been meaning to install every weekend for the last 10 weekends? Or maybe it's replacing that broken bathroom light fixture. Or perhaps it's installing new electrical sockets so you don't have to run hundreds of feet of extension cords to achieve your holiday lighting goals. From small fixes to big upgrades, Hedgehog Electric does it right with upfront pricing and top quality service. Get your home holiday guest ready with Hedgehog Electric. Call today or visit hedgehogelectric.com to book your appointment. Don't wait. The holidays are coming fast.
Electric and Solar. Oh. Hedgehog Electric and Solar.
Welcome back to the pit. Overtime. Here we go. 48-48. Thanks for being with us. Our Ideal Home and Auto Paint game of the night on ESPN 97.7. Carrick Segmiller, Andy Thompson here with you. Tip-off won by the Falcons, who got a shot up at the end of regulation, just not a great look for Attig, their star player. Good defense by Pineview after Adam Moore hit a dagger onions 3 to tie the game at 48 and send it into overtime.
First possession of OT. Here's Attig hanging, can't hit. Hits his own rebound and misses the second chance. How about 3? Wow. Yes. Pineview has got to secure a defensive rebound. 16 points for Ty Attig.
And that's killed Pineview all night, is giving up offensive boards.
Inside, here's Moore. Lays it up and in off a great dish. He's got 17. And a whistle and a foul on the other end.
It was another great baseline cut by Moore. Pineview's executed that pretty well. Either they run baseline to the cup or they go to the corner for an open 3. That time, good job by Moore. Defender was over-committing to the corner, and so he ran underneath for an easy bucket.
And that is the 5th team foul against Pineview. The fouls do not reset going into overtime. So 2 free throws for Asher Slack. He misses the first and gets the second. 1-point lead for the Falcons. Here's Pineview. Can take the lead on this possession with a 2-point bucket. Schmidt into the corner, Tuller. Back to Schmidt, fakes the 3 right wing. Now he's going to use the dribble. Swings it to Williams. Williams with 12 to shoot. Now to Adam Moore. He's got the hot hand. Get it to Moore. Over to Tuller for 3, right wing. It rims in and out. And the rebound to Canyon View.
Man, really good look for Tuller. Nice job setting it up by Moore, and good release, good shot. Touched a ton of the rim and backboard, just couldn't fall in for him.
2:30 to play. Canyon View the possession and the 1-point lead. Looking inside, here's Phelps Sanders. A good dish from Attig, and Sanders scores it. He's got 24, and it's a 3-point lead again.
Yeah, fit it down there in a tight window, and just too easy at this point in the game, a bucket like that.
Here's Sanders. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Williams. Pineview back to Schmidt for 3, left wing. He banked it in! He banked it in from the left wing. And Coach Amico is going to take a timeout to talk things over. He kind of had a look on his head like, oh my goodness, not the shot we wanted necessarily, but we'll take it. We're tied at 53. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Let's keep it here. 1:55 to go.
And I'll say the JV game ended in a buzzer beater. In fact, it was a buzzer beater for Pineview, kind of. And then Canyon View got one last shot. They made a 3. And that's kind of what we've seen here to get it to overtime. And now crazy 3s are continue to fall in. That one from Schmitty off the glass from way downtown. Bang. And we appreciate all of our sponsors helping us bring you the action tonight, including St. George Topper. Don't go topless. Get the best selection of shelves, covers, and truck accessories. St. George Topper with over 30 years of experience in the industry.
1:55 to go. We are tied at 53. Canyon View with possession. If you're Pineview, play defense like you have been.
Yeah.
But my goodness, box out. Limit them to 1 try, 1 shot per possession. Pineview has come from behind several times here late. Here's Attig spinning inside. He gets it to go, but they're going to call a foul on the floor beforehand. And 2 shots coming. Boy, if you're Canyon View, you absolutely hate that call. You want the made bucket.
Absolutely, and they ran a clear out. 4 guys on the left side, Attig by himself on the right side. He paid it off for him, but just didn't get the benefit of the shot, just the foul.
And here goes Ty Attig to the line. First one on the way, yes. Attig has 17. Sanders has 24. No one else has scored more than 4 for the Falcons. Second free throw off the right side, and Schmidt the rebound. So there's the recipe. Put anybody but number 3 at the line, and you got a chance. Pineview trailing by 1. Here's Moore. Swinging it to Williams. Looking into Papa, nothing there. They'll move back to Moore. Schmidt, big possession here. Schmidt steps into a three straight away. Short off the right side. Papa battling for the rebound. Couldn't get it. A great box out from Jeter Sanders.
Yeah.
And Tueller couldn't get to it. It goes back to Canyon View. Still had time on the shot clock, but Schmidt liked what he saw. And it just went off the right side a little bit. Now absolutely have to have a stop here. 1:08 to play. Here's Slack. And it's stolen away. Here's Williams. Missed the layup. Lucas Papa the rebound, loses it out of bounds. Back to Canyon View.
And Coach Amico's saying the kid slapped the backboard. The whole thing's shaking. He's not going to get that call.
Canyon View wants a timeout. The backboard is shaking.
You're not going to get that.
Yeah.
I agree with him, but I don't think you're ever going to get that call at that moment.
57 seconds to play. It's a full timeout, 54-53. Canyon View by 1. Let's take a 30. Come right back for the conclusion.
Stay cozy year-round with Thompson Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. From fixing plumbing leaks to AC tune-ups, we've got you covered. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling, your comfort specialists.
Our entire year comes down to this. Turkey, scraps, and grease will test every sink drain in America. Uncles will use toilets with reckless abandon. We're up against outstanding clogs, people. And those clogs will not go quietly into the night. They will not vanish without a fight, but we are going to plumb on. Because America is celebrating Thanksgiving. And we'll be there to clean up the mess. Roto-Rooter!
57.1 seconds remaining. Stratton Williams jumped a pass, had a good look at a layup, but it was well defended by Canyon View. They didn't give up on the play. It came off the rim. Lucas Papa had a chance to get it. He lost it out of bounds. And it goes back to Canyon View. 54-53, a 1-point lead for the Falcons. And here we go. It's going to be either number 1 or number 3. It's Addig or it's Phelps Sanders. Going to get the ball in their hands. Right now, Ludlow will bounce it to Sanders. Sanders looking backdoor for Addig. Nothing there. Instead, they give to Slack. Slack over to Ludlow. Swinging it to Addig. Shot clock getting late. Down to 11. Now 10. 31 seconds on the game clock. Addig spinning into the lane. Into the corner. Jeter Sanders. He stepped on the line. So it's a deep 2. It's a deep 2. Referee signaled 2 points. Scoreboard operator put a 3 on the board. Here's Schmidt to tie. No, it's short. Rebound into the hands of Ludlow. And a foul by Pineview on the way up the floor.
Devastating.
First bucket of the night for Jeter Sanders. They still haven't corrected the scoreboard. The referee clearly pointed and said 2.
That's tough. I mean, Addig just makes the right play. It was all him, top of the key, crossing over his guy, spins, good defense, and he kicks it out to a guy who hasn't had a shot all night, and he daggers him.
56-53. 11.2 seconds to play, and Trenton Ludlow can all but put this one away, and he makes the first free throw. Boy, it died on the back iron and then rolled in. And now Pineview going to take a timeout. And Canyon View trying to make it 2 in a row over Pineview. One last year in Cedar. And it's been a fun one here tonight.
Big shots from both sides
Big shots
tonight,
from
right?
both sides. And if you're Pineview on a miss here, you just got to race up the floor and get best available shot. If you're Canyon View, if you make it, are you comfortable enough with the lead that you're taking a foul to try to prevent a 3, or you're just saying, hey, we're up by 5, we don't care?
Yeah, just let him go. I think if you make it, I think if you're Pineview, like you say, you just get the best shot as quick as possible. They'll probably launch one, but we'll see what happens.
It's been surprising as Ludlow misses the free throw, and just like that, an offensive rebound to Canyon View, and another foul. My, oh my. Asher Slack, 5'9", and I doubt he's actually 5'9".
Yeah.
Gets the rebound.
I mean, if we had offensive rebound stats, Canyon View would be winning that battle tonight.
Slack misses the first free throw. Still a 4-point game. Papa will check out. Isaiah Warner into the game for Pineview. Slack's free throw good. It's a 5-point game with 7 seconds to play. If you're Pineview, you got to race and shoot here. Here's Williams, drives the lane and scores it with 2.5 to go. So it's 58-55, so not necessarily over yet. Stratton Williams will score it. He's got 4.
Really good execution, knowing the situation. Coach Amico, Johnny on the spot, knowing when to call the timeout immediately. And now you got a chance to get a 5-second call or get a quick turnover or something. You have hope.
This is where you wish you had the 1-and-1.
Yeah, right.
Still on a foul, you could send someone to the line and miss free throw. You know, improbable, but not impossible. Could we see a steal and a 3 to go to double OT?
Let's go.
We'll see what happens. If I'm Canyon View here, I'm throwing the ball deep.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
2.5 to play in overtime. And Canyon View or Pineview, a game that they feel like maybe they let slip away a little bit. On the defensive glass, maybe some shots down the stretch that, had some shots go up with time on the shot clock still. And they're going to pass it, and a foul is committed before the ball is actually in play, as Ludlow went to catch a pass at half court, and Adam Moore was there to knock it away. Committed the foul. It is interesting. Contact was made with the basketball. I think they're discussing should any time have come off the clock. Because Ludlow had the ball in his hands as contact was happening. You're looking at probably, I don't know, half a second. They're going to go two seconds even. They're going to take 0.5 of a second off maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what Coach Amico.
2 seconds.
All right.
There was a touch on the ball as the foul, so time had to have come off. Referee still discussing. Trenton Ludlow is at the free throw line. Now remember, he made one, miss one last time, and the first one was not pretty. He can seal the deal here. Can he make one? No. This game not quite over yet. If you're Pineview, box out here. A rebound and a heave. Can they do it? Pineview going to take a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. How many of those things they get?
I was going to say, he's got a lot of those in his pocket trying to freeze the free throw shooter here.
If there's one player you want to think about it, it's Trenton Ludlow.
Yeah.
He has been amazing tonight.
Yeah.
Offensively, defensively. He's got 5 points. He's been very disruptive defensively. But one place he has struggled a little bit is the free throw line. He's 1 for 4 down the stretch from the stripe. And he's got one more here to try to ice the basketball game. Or is there a rebound and a desperation heave still for Pineview? Boy, if Pineview somehow forces double overtime here, we may not need to broadcast another basketball game all year. Because we will have seen it all. Ludlow to either ice the game or see if there's a miracle in the pit. Free throw, short. Schmidt catching a timeout.
Wow.
Again, they're going to have to take some time off the clock probably.
Yes.
Because no time came off.
Yeah, they inbounded it. We got definitely a hometown clock operator trying to help out Pineview a little bit, but I'm sure the referees are going to say, hey, you got to at least take something off.
It's got to probably be 1.7. I don't think they need to go down to 1.5. Coach Amico was right there, ready to call the timeout as soon as the rebound and the catch was made. Problem is, in high school, they go to 1.7. Man, I'm good.
Look at
the problem is, you got to go the full length of the floor here still. And Canyon View can foul up 3.
That's true, but it's risky, right?
You had that ball in the hands of Caleb Schmidt with room to operate on that left side. Probably would not have had a bad look at least the half quarter.
Yep. With momentum going, you know.
Now you got to inbound right here. I'm surprised at the lack of Canyon View defenders.
Right.
Down here. Maybe they follow. I guess they follow the players. I don't know that it doesn't have to be a heave. Now Canyon View's going to take a timeout. You had one player on the inbounder and then about 3 players for Pineview with defenders to match across the half-court stripe, and then the big man standing down in the paint. If I'm Coach Amico here, I'm starting someone at half-court, running them in front, see if they can get a catch out in front, almost like a little screen pass out in front of a halfback, and see if you can get them a half-court heave. Where are all these timeouts coming from, though? Both coaches saving their timeouts to the end.
It's amazing. Every 2 seconds.
There's a use it or lose it timeout in the first half. But I guess you do get one more going into overtime.
I mean, Dixie Chiropractic is going to have more calls tonight than they're used to.
Black Friday sale over here on timeouts. 1.7 seconds remaining. If you're a part of our viewing audience, no, there's not 6 minutes left. There we go. Testing out some new equipment here tonight. That's just taking the data straight from the scoreboard. And it's operated at probably about 75, maybe 80% tonight. It's not been bad.
It's been good.
At least it makes it so I don't have to push buttons on this thing all night. Here we go. Schmidt to inbound. They're going to bounce to Williams. A couple of dribbles. Half-court heave. No! Ooh. Banked it. A little too strong, and that's how the game will end. 58-55. Canyon View emerges victorious. And how about that for our first basketball broadcast of the year? Couldn't have asked for more other than a hometown victory, AT, but a fun one at the Pit tonight.
So well coached, and even in a loss, a coach who just knows so precisely how to keep the game going, extend the game, timeouts, knowing where to go. Pineview had a chance. I mean, that was a decent look at three-quarters court, almost half court, and Schmidt hit the rim on the shot off the glass. So tough loss for Pineview. Battled against a good team in Canyon View, but a lot of positives to draw from. And, you know, what a night. Like you said, starting things off at the Pit, fantastic. Can't wait for more.
58-55 is your final, not 88-9. Again, our equipment having a little fun. There we go. 58-55 is your final. Canyon View winning it. Let's do this. Let's take a 60-second timeout on the radio side. We'll come back and wrap it up. After that, our video audience, thanks so much for tuning in and making us part of your night. It's been fun. 58-55, our first basketball stream of the season. And Canyon View victorious. 58-55. 1 minute timeout on radio, and we'll close the broadcast on the video side. We'll catch you next time on ESPN 97.7 and Sports Radio 977.com.
Big or small, life is a collection of defining moments. And at Southern Utah University, these moments happen all the time. This